Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. That wasn't a good intro at all, so welcome back to Final Fantasy VI. I'm Silver Orpheus. I kind of wanted to be a bit old school and go back to the old Final Fantasy VII intro, but I guess the new one's never better. I'm Silver Orpheus. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. Last time we did Lock Scenario, and we witnessed complete and total blowdowns against the tunnel armor. This time around, we're going to go ahead and end off all the scenarios with Sabin's, who also happens to be the longest. What dire fate has befallen Sabin, who fell from the raft after the fight with Ultros? So, Sabin is alone in the party. We have nothing to give him as far as equipment goes. He's just stuck with what he has here. As for relics, he has his True Knight. We have the jewel, and the ribbon. I think I'm gonna go ahead and give Sabin the ribbon for now, just to have something for him to use. Anyway, up here, Shadow is here. Now, this kind of brings me to something. Before we do, I'd like to enter this house over here. Because in here... Hey! You the clockmaker? I've been waiting for ages! No, I'm not the clockmaker. There it is, on the wall. Ain't it been ticking for 5 maybe even 10 years? Yeah, something about this guy does not add up. He also seems a little insane, so I guess we'll go ahead and leave him be for now. Anyway... Here, we get Shadow. You on a journey? I got separated from my friends. Say, can you tell me how to get to Narshe? Imperial soldiers have built a base somewhere beyond the forest. Already? They seem to have their sights set on Doma Castle. So Doma's next, huh? I have to reach Narshe immediately. Your only hope is through Doma. I'll show you the way. Just know that I may take off at any time if I feel like it. Welcome a partner. We can recruit Shadow. Gladly. The Reaper is always just a step behind me. So Shadow is a new party member. And as such... we're gonna go on ahead and go over him, since, well, he's new. Not exactly yet. What I want to do is I want to come up here, enter the house, and come back out here, talk to this guy. Who are you? Howdy, I own the dry goods business out here. You're not from these parts, huh? Well, no matter. See the goods? Sure. We have a lot of gil. Here we have plumed hats, which are upgraded pieces of equipment that we have for us. The Shadow Edge is something that we already have. I mean, I'd hope. So far, none of these pieces of equipment are really good for anyone with the exception of Locke, who already has one of these things. I would like to buy shurikens, which are dirt cheap. I will gladly take 99 of these things. So, he's gonna leave. Now, here's what you want to do immediately. This is gonna sound pretty weird, but trust me on this. You want to put your shurikens near the top of your inventory. I'm replacing with the eye drops because darkness is a bad status. Shadow has a unique gimmick. 2 of them. So if we go into Shadow's stats here, we have... he's wearing ninja gear, which is pretty good, but he has nothing in his left hand or nothing on his head. I am equipping nothing to Shadow for one reason and one reason only. I think I'm also going to go ahead and put him in the back row. Now, when it comes to Shadow, there are two particular things you need to be careful about. Okay, Shadow has two unique attributes. One being his unique command of throw, which I would actually like to kind of... Now, there's a reason why I'm not getting in a battle with Shadow like normal. I will be going into that a little later, but first of all, Shadow has two unique things about him. First is his unique action throw. This will allow him to throw any item that you have in the inventory at an enemy. This is why I wanted the shurikens, and I also wanted them up front for this very purpose. Shadow will be doing this most of the time. The second unique thing about Shadow is that his dog, named Interceptor, will intercept occasionally on an enemy attack. This will also do damage to the entire, not the entire enemy party, but an enemy in the enemy party. And this is a unique status effect for Shadow. No other character can get this with the exception of one, and I will be going into that when that time comes. Hint, hint. But that's pretty much all. That's pretty much where the positives end. Shadow has a 1 in 16 chance of running away after every battle. This is why I am not going over him in a battle like the others, because I don't want to trigger that 1 in 16 chance. Now, Shadow, as far as running away, you typically don't want to give Shadow like any of your all-powerful items or equipment, because he will take off with that. He will not give it back, so he's kind of a jerk in that regard. But as far as that, Shadow's actually a pretty solid party member if you can get the hang of what he's more so about. But anyway, we have new enemies here, Beakors. I'm going to use his unique action of throw some shurikens. We'll go ahead and use Aura Bolt on Sabin, or not, because, well, the enemy's dead. So, yeah, Shadow's still in the party with us. Good. So over here, we're traveling down. And we're just gonna go ahead and throw more shurikens. Now, here's the thing about shurikens. They are single target, so do keep that in mind. Also, we have no healers here, meaning you kind of want to be a bit conservative in battle. That's kind of a bit of an issue that Shadow kind of has. Robites are more powerful leafers. Nothing more than that. Coming on down here. Seems we are nearing where we need to go. We ran into another Beakor. And yeah, Interceptor can also do that. Here he comes with a Wild Fang. And that's also gonna do a ton of damage and straight up murder this thing. Shadow is great in that regard, but you have to be very careful. But anyway, it seems we made it to where we need to go. Welcome to the Imperial Camp. This is an Imperial base. Too many soldiers. Hey, have you heard? Oh, you mean... Shh, quiet down. If Kefka catches us, we're toast. If he drives General Leo out of our battalion, he'll probably become the next general. Don't make me laugh. If someone like him becomes a general, I'll go home. Shh, what if he hears you? You'll be jailed. Alright, alright. Uh-oh, here he comes. Back to the waiting zone. Hey, you! You keeping a sharp lookout? Yes, sir. You're Kefka, correct? How are you, sir? Please, save your petty small talk. Just do your job. Phew. Someone's got to put that guy away. I'd like to call him to his face. Ace, he's no General Leo. Shh. Do I always have to tell you to keep it down? You're hopeless. I hate that weirdo, Kefka. I don't even think he's human, not like General Leo. Agreed. You two, we're about to storm Doma Castle. You will join the assault team. Attack! It's hopeless. We can't keep them out. So, it's finally happening. A moment, sir. Allow me the honor. Faithful retainer to his family's liege, with the courage and strength of 100 men. Well, it didn't seem like too long ago that we had another party member, but I guess Cyan is no late to that. We've had so many party members up to this point, to the point where I've already lost count of how many we have. But Cyan is an aimable character, meaning he is most likely to join the party. If we can fell their commander, they'll surely give up. Let's give it a try. Sir Cyan, let their commander have it. So, we have control of Cyan. Cyan has access to a unique attribute called Sword Tech, called Dispatch, Retort, and Slash. These three. Sword Tech was renamed to Bushido in the GBA version, and it would be called that throughout all subsequent versions. Now, when it comes to Cyan and his Sword Tech abilities, there's a lot to go over, so I'm going to go ahead and save that for a battle. Let's talk to this guy and trigger a battle with him. First off, we're going to use Sword Tech number 1. Dispatch is a regular physical attack that does over 200 damage. So he's already better than Locke in terms of damage output, which is something I already like. Sword Tech number 2 is a counterattack. Retort. Does over 7... Oh! Okay. I was about to start to get a little scared there because that guy had access to counter, but we're fine now. Anyway, that's both Dispatch and Retort. Let's take it to the commander. I am Cyan, retainer of the King of Doma. I am your worst nightmare. And we have the leader, who is going to use an axe, which, oh, that's not pleasant. We're going to use Sword Tech number 3, Slash. This is 200 plus damage, and oh, we are actually not dead. Okay. We're going to use Dispatch. You should be close to dead. If not, you are dead. Yes, you are dead. Good. We have 5 health to spare, too. We got a black belt for that. The general's been defeated. Run! Walled up in there. We can wait out our enemy. So, with that done, we kind of want to be a little careful around here. We don't want to get caught by the Empire in any capacity. So, let's head on up here. Kind of want to be careful over there. Don't want to get spotted. Yeah, I think we got to get rid of this guy. Oh, or not. So, I guess with that done, here we go. General Leo, the citizens of Doma seem to be playing a waiting game. So that's their strategy. General, we're ready to take the castle. Just give the order. Patience. If we attack now, we'll have to sacrifice too many lives. But General, I'm ready to lay my life down at any time for the Empire. You're from Miranda, right? Yes, sir. Why? And your family lives there. Fall in battle, and I'll have to deliver the bad news. What shall I say to them? You have a life to go back to someday. Don't throw it all away for nothing. Emperor Gestal wouldn't want that. Yes, sir. General Leo, a carrier pigeon from Emperor Gestal. What? The Emperor summons me. I must return immediately. I understand, sir. Right, I'll leave Doma in your hands. Yes, sir. Okay, don't jump the gun, please. Sir, leave it to us, sir. Right. So that's General Leo. He could be my friend if he weren't my enemy. You know, that was actually kind of a unique trend about the Imperial soldiers at this point. Because as far as our generals are concerned, that we saw in the flashback from earlier, we saw Celeste, Kefka, and General Leo all next to Emperor Gestal, who appears to be the Bunny Man, which is something I actually like to call him a lot. More on that later. However, when it comes to the Empire and this scene right here, I absolutely love the fact that not even the Empire likes Kefka. That is like absolutely, like, how insane do you have to be for your own troops to not like you? Also, General Leo is a very respectable man, and I really like him for that. Now that Leo's gone, I'll turn this water into a flowing river of poison. The Emperor has ordered me to return home. I don't want any trouble here. You loser! I'll take care of the situation in no time. Don't be pompous, and don't forget that they are people, just like you and me. We need not spare those lands and hands that gave rise to the returners. You just go and be little good boy. Is the poison ready? But General Leo said, he's no longer here. I'm in charge now. Pour it! Some of our people are prisoners inside the castle. If we poison the river... Do it! Take them all out! That's inhuman. Huh? Silence! Your history, bub! And here we have a battle with Kefka himself. You know, this is actually interesting. Youch! Kefka, wait. Wait, he says. Do I look like a waiter? One of my favorite Kefka lines ever to date. So now, we have to follow Kefka. Alright. We can't let him get that poison out, so let's follow him. This leads us to more battles with him, and he is certainly not afraid to attack us. We're gonna go for the Aura Bolt this time. See how he likes a blitz. And he's just gonna, we're literally just gonna get this exchanged all the time. So, yeah. We're just gonna continue following him. Huh? How long do you expect me to put up with you? Next time you're a goner. And we're just gonna follow him now. Oh, gripe! Hey, if you know it's good for you! And we have to battle a Templar, and okay, we got a lot of battles here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this time to eliminate the back soldiers. Okay, you're done. We're gonna go ahead and throw a shuriken at you. Good day. No damage to Shadow. Good. And we're just gonna throw another thing of shurikens at the other one. So this should be the end of you. No, it is not. And we get axed. Oh. Okay, that is apparently the end. And you're using counter on Shadow. Good day. So, with that done... Hee! Nothing can beat the music of hundreds of voices screaming in unison. Ha ha ha! Sir Cyan! The Empire's base is bustling with activity. Something must be up. Huh? The water looks odd. Sir Cyan. This is poison. What low-down, contemptible... God, our liege. And with that, it's time to proceed. Kefka has unleashed the poison. To the king on the double. Right. Our king's room is near. Your Highness, fear not. Who's there? Excellence, Cyan, Excellency. Indeed. My sight is going fast. Can't see a thing. Excellency, hang on. Cyan. You have defended the realm since my father's days. Thank you. It's over. Our kingdom is through. Not yet, Highness. I fear for your family. Chest is on fire. Save your strength. Don't talk. Go. Run to your family. Highness. Sir Cyan. There have to be some survivors in the castle. Let's split up. And with that, I think we should go ahead and do what the king told us to do and go look for Cyan's family. Now, the entirety of Doma Castle looks remarkably reminiscent to Figaro Castle, meaning the layout of this place should not be too confusing at all. Elaine! Elaine, wake up! This can't be happening. Owain, not you too. Son, you can't both leave me. Dear me. Impossible. Idiotic. We can't forgive this. The Empire must pay. I am Cyan, retainer to King Doma. The enemy, get ready, everyone. Yeah, I think we kind of want to heal because we're kind of low on health. Or rather, Sabin's kind of low on health. Shadow's kind of good on this. Anyway, let's join in the fight. Yo! Be you friend or enemy. Ouch. Didn't mean to step in there. Did he actually do damage to it? No, he didn't. Okay, good. May I give you a hand? Thank you, whomever you are. And with this, we now have a party of 3. We have grunts. Very original. I'm going to go ahead and use Blitz, Shurikens, and I'm going to top this up with a Dispatch. Or, you know, okay, no Cyan's in permanent Berserk status. There we go. And we get a tonic for that. 144 GP as well. Oh, this is too much! Let me have it. Let me have at it. What a mess! Be careful, sir. And we have more grunts. We're gonna go ahead and throw more shurikens. We're gonna go ahead and go for a blitz. A suplex, to be more precise. Let's end this. Erg, who released this poison? Look, we're gonna have to do this together. The thought had occurred to me as well. For this, we have cadets added to the mix, and here we're gonna end up dealing with more grunts as well. Luckily, he's dead. How about we get the cadet a suplex, or we're gonna give it to the only grunt over there. Shadow, end it with a shuriken. Or not. I guess we're just gonna leave the Cyan. Thank you, kind sir. Allow me to thank you. I am Sabin from Figaro. Now let's scram. What of my home, my family, my friends? Look, if we stick around any longer, we'll have a regiment of troops down our throats. Got him! Over here! Oh boy. I have a great idea. Come over here. Sir Sabin, what on earth are these? I'll explain later. Relax. Just climb in. Sir Sabin, how might these abominations be manipulated? I'm getting sick of this. Thou art such a pain in the... Confound it all. I'm starting to talk like you. Now listen. Just use those levers located by your hands. Sir Sabin, it is I who is in your debt. Forget it. Now come on. Hey, what are you doing? We can't stop you. Then let's just bust through. And with this, we now have Magitech armor of our own. So we're just gonna come on through here. And we're gonna have some Magitech versus Magitech action over here. As all we can do, we have access to Bolt Beam, which is good against these guys. In addition, we can't use our regular attacks or our, well, unique actions. But hey, Bolt Beam shuts these guys down, and we get potions, which are much, much better than what we are dealing with. There's nowhere to run. So yeah, we got Bolt Beams and all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and use Fire Beam on you. Fire Beam on this guy, and then we'll have Sabin use Bolt Beam on the back Magitech armor. There we go. That should be the end of the battle right there. Fire Beam. You are dead. And last but certainly not least, the Bolt Beam. 802 damage. Wow. That did a lot. With that, we are pretty much home free. Or not. Who said anything about running? It's like he read my mind. Anyway, we have two things of Magitech armor. Nothing really new to deal with here. We're just going to go ahead and just use 2 Bolt Beams. That's all we're doing. We're just going to go ahead and eliminate all the threat that this proposes. And just going to go ahead and take them all out. Goodbye. Alright, so both Magitech armors are down. Now we're home free. Out we go. Can't believe we made it this far. Say, how do we get to Narsh from here? Narsh, eh? Only one route, through the forest to the south. Alright, it's decided. Let's get going. To the south we go. Next time on Final Fantasy VI, we're gonna head to the forest and see what lies there. See you guys then.